So the thing here is that public policy creates business risk. If you don't enforce sanctions, you can be penalized in a number of different ways. Fines, you can be denied access to banks, you can go to jail. And the issues right now are who controls what changes daily. The sanctions change frequently as well. And you also have to be careful about where you're operating from, where the sanctions may be different from a different country. So you really don't want to run the risk of running afoul of these, but keeping track of them is a pretty big problem. So what's the solution? Supposing you're sitting and you get an order. Hi, we desperately need some parts for our nuclear reactor. If you're in Chernobyl, what's the right answer today? The right answer today is it's okay. Back in February, when the Russians were owning Chernobyl, it wasn't okay. February of 2021, 22 rather. The Zaporizhzhia facility is still under Russian control, so your answer would have to be no. So how do you do this? Well, first of all, compliance should not delay business. If you want to have websites and electronic commerce and all like that, you don't really want to have to send each order to an analyst for examination and have them make a case-by-case decision, delaying the deal, or perhaps doing the research on whether or not it's okay. What you'd really like to do is to have what we call one-click compliance, where your network devices decide who can place orders and filter out the ones that are not permitted and allow the ones that are permitted to go through. How could they possibly do that? At ThreatSTOP, the way we enable you to do this is we have constantly updated threat intelligence, for example, OFAC rules, along with our other 100 different sets of rules that we have that we put into a database, and then you click on the rules that you'd like enforced in your devices. It's a little bit different for DNS servers and routers. We'll talk about that later in the presentation, but you can make these decisions in an automated and timely way. So the steps again are, first of all, gather the threat intelligence, assemble it, filter it, edit it, and then have automatic updates. You can figure out how to do this all by yourself, but you'll find out that it's a pretty complicated task to do in a reliable and real-time manner. The other thing that needs to be done is you probably want to look at your logs, hopefully in an automated way, and find out whether or not you've made any mistakes or whether the rules have changed. So the result that we hope for, ThreatSTOP working with 5by, which is the company that supplies some of these compliance details, is that you have this information distributed to your DNS servers, your firewalls, your routers, your switches, your endpoints, and your SIEM, so that the data is available in a timely way. You can filter both by IP and by DNS, and it's simple. It's one pane of glass, one website that controls the distribution and your selection of rules. It's affordable, accurate, and easy to implement.